You know, as you go through life, you make new friends, but you always have those old friends. I have moved between Colombia, Texas, and Florida like 8 times. And actually, I don't really have any friends in Colombia, just family. But in Florida and here in Texas, I have a few friends that always stuck, right? Anytime I moved, there's just old friends I have. Like, I have friends from Florida that I've known since fifth grade, you know? And I have friends from here that I've known since like eighth grade, seventh grade. But sometimes you gotta let your friends go because you grow in life and they don't. Some people just hold you back in the long run. Sometimes it's hard to let people go because, I mean, it's just like, yeah, they were your homies or they are your homies, right? But if you're growing as a person, you need to keep people around you that are also growing or that are trying to grow, not just talking about it or not just clearly not doing it, but people who are genuinely going to grow and you can feel it in them and you can see it. Here in Texas right now, I've met a few of my old friends and some of them just haven't grown. They're the same, or maybe they've changed a tiny bit, but it's not really like progress. It's just, normal like sideways change, or just circumstances in their life have changed. They got a girlfriend or whatever it is, but they're not growing. They feel the same. I don't resonate with them on the same wavelength as I used to, and kind of sucks because I'm a loving person, like just to people in general. So especially my friends, right? Like I want the best for them, and I want them to grow, and I want to keep them all around and all that. But you also have to have discernment, and that's what I had to do. Like now there's going to be people that I don't talk to next time I come to Texas. I'm not going to hit up or let them know or just engage with. And it's not because I dislike them now or I hate them or anything. I still love them, and I wish the best for all the people that I've ever known, and even the ones that did me bad. I hope they get their shit together and fix their lives. But I can't bring them with me. I can't let them drag me down or slow me down. Like the crab in the bucket thing, where like if you put a bunch of crabs in the bucket, and one tries to climb out. Sorry, sorry. The other one will yoink them down. Yeah, I can't let that happen to me. I need to keep growing and growing, and I won't let other people stop me. And so, I think this is a bad problem that a lot of people have. It's hard to let go. It's hard to let go of addictions, hard to let go of drugs, of habits, of overstimulation, and it's hard to let go of friends. It's hard to let go of people around you because your nervous system and your body and your mind and everything, it's like you're used to being around them. But as they say, you're most like the 5 people you hang around. Wait, you're influenced most by the 5 people you're around most, something like that. And it's true. You're influenced by the people who are around you. They can dictate the way you act, who you are in, a great like chunk of time. Maybe when you move somewhere else, you'll still have some tendencies that you brought from wherever you came from, but they slowly change and change. And it's important to put yourself around people who are going to support you or aid you, or it's mutually beneficial, or y'all vibe. But it's like for example, I still have the same humor I had when I left Texas. I mean, I don't think that's really changed yet. Now when I hang out with someone, I'm just like, I'm not laughing as much. I'm not as blissful. And it has nothing to do with them. It's more with me. Like I changed and they didn't. And I don't know, I feel the disconnect between our energies and our paths and just how interesting they are. I've come to learn that the distinction between the people I want in my life and the people I don't, and I just recently came to this idea, is those who are stagnant or in a loop, I can't be around them. It just doesn't work. My energy naturally repels them. Like I naturally feel that kind of like dissonance where I'm like, okay, well, I love you, but I can't be around you anymore. And then I like people who are growing, or at least looking to grow. Like You can kind of just tell when, like, even if someone's not on a specific path already, but they're looking at their options. I respect that. That's, to me, that's part of growing and finding your path and options, right? We don't know what we're going to do the day we're born, but if you're just living in a circle or you're staying still, then you're not growing at all. And that's just lame-o shlamo. Look at your friends, look at the people you're around, and really think and consider who drives you forward, who helps you in life, and is going to be beneficial to your life in 5-10 years, and who is straight up baggage and extra weight. You know, even if they're your best friend, or even if you're not that close, regardless, right? Like, why are they in your life? And this applies to females as well. You know, you can bag a bad bitch, but if she's like a bunch of work, why would you stay in that situation instead of just finding another bad bitch that's less work and that's more like just naturally feminine, sweet, compliant? Because like a lot of girls have like an ego and they put like a wall up, and it's just, you know, pain in the ass. But why keep people in your life that are going to drain you and make you feel like, ugh, or make you not want to deal with them half the time, or that just don't resonate with you? You should have people in your life that you can always hang out with, and it's always high energy. You know, that doesn't mean y'all can't ever argue, and that doesn't mean y'all can't ever disagree on things, or you can't ever feel low energy around them. But how often is that happening? If it's happening all the time, they're not good for your life. If they're holding you down, if they're dragging you down, then they're not good for your life. But if they're 90% of the time always uplifting you, or, you know, you feel good around them and you all have a good time, then those are the people you want in your life. Because as you grow, you'll start losing more and more friends. That's what everybody says, and that's what I'm coming to experience. So be prepared to lose friends as you grow, but you'll be able to feel who you should and should not keep as you keep growing and growing. So drop your friends if they're bad for you. Keep them if they're good. Drop the bitches if they're bad for you. Keep them if they're good. Yeah, do better. Design your life in a way that's hassle-free and just feels better, and less stress and less like karma, like bad karma and shit. Anyways, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. If I resonated with you in any way, shape, or form, I implore you to hit the subscribe button and turn on noties so you never miss a future upload. My bad, I lagged. If you'd like to know me on a more personal level, you should check out my vlog, Joseph Marrone. The link will be in the description. And you better like.